Guys, what the fuck is going on? What is this club? What is this board?
It's
Welcome to the 11th episode of the Roma English podcast. I don't think anyone's happy.
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, the one thing we can say is at least it was an absolute garbage performance and 1 point loss. So, I mean, think about this. If it was a 4-0 smashing and we got it taken away like that, yes, that's worse. I mean, it sucks. But it's almost like, for me, it's ridiculous that this man is now the guy who's responsible, is going to Hellas Verona. That's just like,
that's the worst part.
Like, I'm not angry like I'm angry about the transfer market situation, like about Jacob. I'm not angry. I'm just like, I just think the Italian Football Federation is incredible. They're actually incredible.
Honestly, after it came out that he signed for Hellas, less than like 3 days after, it has to be overturned.
If this decision stays.
No, but it doesn't have to be overturned. Maybe Hellas Verona just turned around after he resigned. They're like, listen, you have already put in a man of the match performance for our club. We want to bring you in. Like, it could have been that simple. Like, you clearly know how to beat the big teams.
I mean, he
need that type of.
Currently, he's the Capocannoniere. He has 3 goals.
Yeah, he's already put 3 past Roma. Yeah. I mean, I can understand why Hellas would jump at the chance. I'm surprised Lazio didn't sign him.
But yeah, he has already been at Lazio. I'm just gonna end that.
Actually, he just stopped by at Roma just to give us a quick. In fact, I bet you we signed him a week ago.
He's also Petraki's best friend. So this
guy was just he had too many reasons to do this.
Like every sign is there. How is it not on purpose?
Honestly, if this decision that we're gonna have to forfeit the game stays, it's not even that I'm sure he did it on purpose. It might have been a mistake. But if he goes to the club that benefits from this mistake, 2 days after, can you really say like, no, that's...
And what if Roma were like, holy shit, the freakins are like, this is ridiculously embarrassing. We're gonna ask you to resign, and we're gonna phone Verona right now. We're gonna send them 100 grand to hire you straight away. You've got your new job in place, and maybe that will be enough. That'll look funny enough that they'll overturn the result. They'll be like, well, he signed for Verona. There's not enough real evidence to actually convict you for the fraud, but then watch the Friedkins get discovered for fraud.
Exactly. No, but
the Fraudkins.
Let's ex-Laziale, friend of a guy who got fired, went to the club that benefited, and the thing is that this mistake shouldn't even matter because there were 4 spots available.
Exactly. It doesn't change anything.
There's no reason to take away to give Hellas a 3-0 walkover.
Exactly. I don't think Hellas should be sued. I don't think Longo should be sued because I don't think there's enough evidence to convict them for anything. But I don't think we should. Like, I think it's ridiculous to give us a 3-0 loss. I think they should just leave it from 0-0. No one.
Yeah, take the 0-0. And imagine it's just an email from Juric saying, just put Diawara in the wrong squad. That'll do it.
Exactly. Like, because it didn't even change. I said it didn't change anything. What happened, if anyone has missed it, I don't think anyone has. But if you have, basically Diawara was put. Last year he was 22 or under, and he was put in that roster, and you can have max, 25 players that are older than 22. And now he's 23, so he should have been put in the over 22 list. He wasn't, but we had 4 spots left to put in that list, so it didn't change anything. It was just it wasn't on a cheating purpose. The official verdict has come, but we have a week to like overturn it or
appeal it.
Yeah, exactly, to appeal it, and then we're gonna see what happens. Basically, what our plan is, from what I've heard, is that it didn't change anything. We didn't do it with a cheating intent because, as I said, it didn't change anything. and also that
It would just be the
league
most
was
random
apparently-
way to cheat as well. Like, oh my goodness, we're just gonna sneak the Awara in. Like, what?
Exactly. Obviously, someone's gonna notice. But also that the league didn't tell them that they saw the mistake. Basically, that's also what we're gonna say. I think that's bullshit and an excuse, and I don't think they actually are blaming it on the league. I just think they're using that as a tactic to hope that the verdict is overturned. But yeah, it's a ridiculous situation. The only thing I can't see this being like an inside job by Longo because it's just too obvious, you know? Like, isn't it just too obvious that you leave for the club that
Oh, but
benefited
that's
too?
like, this is,
Can you be that stupid, you know?
Obviously.
Dongle is the new DeFry. DeFry, everyone said, oh, there's no way DeFry actually throws this game. Like, that's just too mad. And he did. He literally did. He literally just gave them a penalty in the 90th minute and was like,
I guess it's impossible to prove. But thing is, what is worrying is apparently this could hurt Roma in the long term, like because we lose like credibility and we look less professional, which could. No, I read about I read a long article about this that this could like with sponsors and things like that. This could like be. It won't be like a huge thing, but it's still gonna like.
But I'm pretty sure that the Milik deal has already made us look unprofessional.
True. No, but
for me,
and that's what I mean. Like all these things together could be a problem for us, like in that sense.
For me, it's like if I was writing an exam and the question was, name 5 ways in which this Hellas Verona result could damage Roma. One I think of was, in the long term, it made the club look unappealing for sponsors. You know, it's like, yes, but that's like only in, it's like that's a very in theory thing. I don't think that's, because it's such a small little error. In the end of the day, what people look at are how many fans you have, what league you're playing in, what position you are on the table, your club history, and how much money you're putting on the table.
No, of
no
course.
one's going to be like, oh, but before you signed, do you remember that one time where they got a 3-0 forfeit because they fucked up a thing? And then that Oak went, and then they're also going to turn around, everyone's going to turn around and say, oh, the Oak signed for Hellas Verona. Poor Roma got fucked over.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, but like maybe not that long term, but like for this season, next season maybe. If I'm a player or a coach or a staff like guy, like a board member, if Roma contact me and are like, do you want to come? I'm like, okay, so you fired your sporting director because of drama. The manager got in a fight with the star of the team. You lost to 3-0 forfeit because you forgot you forgot the age of one of your players. You have created all this drama with Milk.
I think you're a bit wrong there.
There's just so much. I'll be like,
if I was a staff that was contacted and asked to come to Roma, I would just say like this, like, shit, I'm gonna be the first competent person here.
So, but the thing is, like, I agree with what you're saying, Conte, and that is how a very clever person would think about it, right? Can I tell you what I've realized, like, and this is just my opinion, looking at footballers, because it's like, why would you go to Barcelona? I've always thought, why would you go to Barcelona right now? Why would Jadon Sancho want to go to Manchester United right now? You know, I ask, like, why? It doesn't, like, the club isn't in a good space. Do you know what it is? A player that good looks at himself like, I'm going to be the Oak who fixed Manchester United. That's going to be my legacy. I'm going to be the guy who goes there and turns everything around.
but like
So
maybe
there's
it's
also that element to it. No one thinks, oh shit, you know, I'm going to go there and it's going to go wrong for me too. Everyone thinks I'm going to be the special
But that's
one,
also the problem. We're not going to get the professional players then. We're not going to get the like organized and professional staff members. You know, all those people are going to look at it like, nah,
Maybe, but
this is
I don't know, like,
weird. Like, you know, if,
but like
if I
Michael,
got
yeah,
that
maybe we
offer, I
won't
would,
get Michael Bradley, you're right. But I can live with that. I don't think, like you know what I'm saying? Ronaldinho wouldn't give a fuck, trust me, about
no, but Ronaldo would. If like,
You think
like a player
Ronaldo
like
would,
Ronaldo, I don't think
he
very
wouldn't
true.
have gone to Juve if they lost, like if they were going through this kind of situation. Because weren't they going through? Because they're going through similar shit right now, and and he stayed there. So I
But-
don't know. And they still managed to get players to come in. They still
Kind
managed
of.
to get the list to go there.
I don't think
losing to
someone
the
like Veretout would have come this year. I don't think Veretout would have come this
You
year.
really don't think so?
Nah,
I don't know.
I wouldn't have.
Do you,
If
but
I was
do you know why I can't agree with you? Do you not remember what happened at the end of the last season, where Totti basically tore the club limb from limb,
Yeah,
and
true.
it didn't do it?
And
That is, for me, that was 5 times more dramatic and scarring than this.
when you just kept going on about I don't want to see my son's game because it hurts too much.
Oh, this guy.
If
I can't
drama.
even go watch my son play. No.
But
Let's
also,
not-
like-
let's not talk about that. We'll
Okay,
talk
maybe
about it.
players, but I'm thinking like managers. Conte didn't want to come because he saw that
Apparently,
it was
Allegri
chaos.
is dying to come. So I mean,
Yeah,
that was after this.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I still think it's kind of like. I think if it keeps going on like this, I think it could
yeah,
be.
no, okay, no, it's definitely not good. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's acceptable, but I'm saying so far, as where we are right now, while I'm speaking, I think the damage is still manageable.
It's
Yeah.
not that.
Like we can still.
Yeah, no,
manage
I
the
don't think
damage.
this is the end of the world. I don't think a point. I fucking hope a point isn't gonna count anything. If we miss out on Champions League because of this point,
Don't worry, we won't.
They'll
We'll get to-
overturn it.
Yeah.
anyways, I think we should move on because there's not too much to say. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and-
but it's just like, but guys, sorry, Conte, can I just say a
Yeah.
few things? Stop, idiot Roma fans. Stop fucking blaming Diawara. Are you stupid? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, he got his schedule.
That's like blaming a player for being benched by the coach. It's literally the same shit.
Exactly.
Like, he literally has nothing to do with it.
It's ridiculous.
Um,
But yeah, should we talk about the actual game? Not that it counts anything apparently, but like we could still talk about the performance.
I saw some R words commenting under his post, like Mortachi too. Like, what are you doing? Like, honestly.
It's ridiculous.
yeah, no.
Um,
What the fuck? For what?
But
like,
yeah,
this
I
Sanchez
think we should
definitely cost us more than 1 point in his Roma time. I mean, like,
true,
And his captain.
true. Okay.
yeah, but I guess that, like, on that, we could speak about a few things, like you're saying, Conte.
Yeah, I think I just want to move on from this because I just think it's ridiculous. This shouldn't happen to a professional club.
And I also don't think it should be that strict. You should be. This is the same thing as a ref blowing a foul throw, in my opinion.
Exactly, it's
Like, who
ridiculous.
gives a shit.
Also, I want to add one more thing. People are talking that this is like Roma is clearly a joke because of this. I just want to remind everyone that Real Madrid, like 3 years ago, got kicked out of the Copa del Rey because they played a player that had a red card. Is that not worse? Is that not worse?
Nah, but it's these.
So no, I'm just saying Real Madrid.
No, I
makes
agree with
the-
you, but the thing is, it's like it's just so easy to kick Roma in this situation for other
Yeah.
fans, so they
No,
can do
but
it.
I mean,
That's
like,
what sucks.
Even
Yeah, you're 100%
a
right.
super professional club. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But like a super professional club, like Real Madrid, probably one of the, maybe Bayern is more well run, but like through the years, Real Madrid is one of the most well run clubs in the world because they've been on top for so long, and even they make these kind of mistakes. But anyways, now I think we should move on. Talk about the game. I think it was very clear that we missed a striker for many reasons.
Which one? The one that we didn't score? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but, I mean partly Mkhitaryan not being able to shoot. Yeah,
I mean, the thing is that game shouldn't. Let's take a quick run through. Let's not take too much time because it could end up a 3-0 loss anyways.
you know, I don't want to talk about the result. I want to talk about that. People have been criticizing
we
a lot
can
of.
at least discuss certain performances. Yeah, like Cristante's
Exactly.
centre back looks interesting. No, it does look interesting because hear me out. If we can keep a clean sheet and basically concede no chances, with Cristante as our centre back, and we have Kumbula coming in.
Exactly.
That kind of gets me excited. That starts making me
The
tingle a
defense
little bit.
looked
You know?
very good.
I want to
Exactly.
say
And
that
Ibanez had flawless performances.
no, everyone except Cristante had flawless performances. I've
Exactly.
seen. Wait,
And Cristante is a midfielder, an attacking midfielder. That's
exactly.
my point. If he
I
can
don't blame
almost
Cristante. I don't hate Cristante for this, but he was the sole culprit for their two biggest chances created. The 30-minute cross, where that was actually laughable. Him and Cristante were alone in the box on a cross, and Cristante managed to lose his marking.
Yeah, he was walking.
We had Antonio Mirante in goal.
Yeah, and then also when when Cristante tried to clear it, basically passed to their winger on the like penalty spot who left the shot. But
Mirante has to get playing time this season.
Huh?
Mirante has to get playing time.
Yeah, Mirante was brilliant. Absolutely insane performance. But also I want to talk about Diawara's defensive performance because I've seen a lot of people slating him. I agree with you, Sasha, have said that he wasn't good in attack. I don't mean that you have been slating him. I mean on Twitter and stuff.
No, I know.
But I agree that he wasn't terrible on the ball. It was just that his like the way he controlled the tempo wasn't great.
Yeah.
And I agree with.
I'm saying when Diawara is playing, he sits on the halfway line and we don't leave their half.
Yeah.
And he holds the ball and recycles it. When he's not, like you say, I'm saying for me it's like it's not his fault we didn't win nothing, but I'm saying we would have won quite easily if he was controlling the game the way he's capable of controlling.
Yeah,
the game.
exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not even like it's like instead of getting an 8, which he's capable of, he gets a 6 or a 7. You know.
Yeah. But also, I think it's also a bit due to us lacking a striker because I said this that basically our only way of playing was by a slow build-up and by passing through their midfield and their attack. That was the only way for us to do a build-up because we didn't have a striker to play it long to.
And we didn't have any pace. I don't
Exactly.
understand.
Mkhitaryan or any of our attackers can't run in behind. We couldn't do that. So we couldn't threaten their backline like that so that they would have to drop deep. We can't play it long for Mkhitaryan to bring it down because he's like, what, 6 foot? He's a midget. 5 foot, I mean. Like, he's a midget.
However, the combination game between the attackers looked great. I mean,
exactly. They looked very good. But the problem was in the second half, Verona realized that they can press us without any risk. Every time Mirante got the ball, he had to either play it out for a throw-in or play it to their defenders, basically.
And that for me is also due to Diawara not. Because I'm saying Diawara has the ability to beat a press with one touch, a 3-man press with one touch. I'm saying if he does that, he can actually relieve a press enough that it almost compensates for the lack of pace up front, where he can do that, make space deep in midfield, and then find the likes of Pellegrini, Pedro, and Mkhitaryan in space because their markers have press, and then they have a bit more time to create. And I mean, they're creating for what? Spinazzola on the overlap, I know, but at least they could do something. Whereas it was almost Hellas Verona had 5 seconds to close down anyone.
Exactly.
And when players are that slow on top of it, what's the point?
Personally, I think Villar should have subbed Veretout at halftime.
Yeah, I thought so too. I don't think Veretout. He didn't work in this game. It's not that he isn't a good player. It's just that this game needs more of a controlling type of player. Veretout isn't that type of player.
Veretout thrives in chaos.
Exactly. No, but exactly.
Loose balls and.
Veretout thrives in a high tempo game. We needed to slow the tempo down.
Transition is his strongest area. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So we needed to slow the tempo down. That's what VR can do.
Yeah, I mean, there were times when Veretout was the player that was furthest up the field. Like, there was one time when he took a mad run and ended up at the corner flag with the
Because he was the fastest on the field. He had to. He realized that there's no hope.
But that's also a great trait to have. I loved when he did that, but also it didn't work in this game.
The problem was that the other players were at half when he was flag.
Yeah, true.
There's that. And then the also thing is Villar allows you to... I think Villar is better at moving the chains in better too. In the
Exactly.
sense that he knows how to pass and then receive a pass and then pass it there and then move 2 meters, get the ball back, move it to the right.
He's more like Spanish in that
1,
way.
2, and then I'm going to start running with the ball.
He knows,
exactly.
like,
And
he grew up in Spain. Like, of course he's going to be like that,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
I think Diawara and Villar could hold the ball for 90 minutes between the
the
two of
same.
them on the field.
Diawara is so good at holding the ball. He can't beat the press in the same way like Villar can.
You guys know how much I appreciate Veretout, but I also told you this, that I think that at the start of 2021, our midfield duo should be Villar and Diawara.
I think if Villar
I mean, yes, but if Villar keeps improving, yeah.
Exactly.
Not just,
Yeah, no, but exactly.
Going down this track that he has been since he came.
But I also want to talk about. I started talking about it, but I got kind of off track. But Diawara's defensive performance, as well as the center backs and kind of the wing backs too, was very solid. I saw on at least 10 occasions when Diawara was alone in the midfield because Veretout had made like either pressed or made a good run or something, and he managed to slow the whole attack down. Like, the timing of his tackling is so good. He always goes in at the right time, either wins the ball or at least makes the midfielder turn around and go back. And that's fine. Like, I don't care if you win the ball. You slow the whole attack down and their momentum is gone. And he did that so well. And like, his defensive performance, that was honestly near world class, I thought. Maybe not quite, but like, it was very, very high class defensive performance.
Karsdorp had an okay performance as well.
He did.
Nasha does not agree.
I mean,
no,
yes,
I just
but
think
he
he
didn't
do. It's
he
hard
didn't
when
threaten enough.
Spinazzola's on the other side. Yeah, look at what Spinazzola's doing the entire game. Like,
Exactly.
like he's running and he's pulling his marker and he's taking men on the whole game. With
I don't expect.
kind of just seems like a passenger for me. He's like the same as Santon.
Exactly,
Just with
but I
better
don't
technique
expect.
when he actually gets the ball.
I don't expect Karsdorp to beat players like Spinazzola does, because that's not his play style. But at least make the runs that threaten in behind, or also I think he would have been much better with a Jaco, because he has much better crosses than someone like Spinazzola. So that could have been, but still.
But Karsdorp's 1-on-1 defending was pretty good.
Yeah, no, exactly. He was good defensively. He recovered on more than one occasion. He recovered when they were counterattacking. Yeah. So I wasn't mad at his performance. Just that
it was kind of mad.
It's like if we have Karsdorp and Spinazzola on the other side, it's not gonna. He's not gonna be a problem, you know. He's just not gonna be there, and like
not gonna be a weak link.
Exactly. So it's, if we have him for a year, rather put the focus on other positions, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying we need to replace them.
No, I know.
I'm saying I didn't look at that game and think, Chana, we have a right wing back, baby. I was like, okay.
No. Yeah, exactly. And I'll take that for now. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I think Pellegrini's performance was impressive. He didn't really have anyone to play. Pedro's performance in the first half was very impressive too.
Sorry, I just got a message saying Allegri's done.
Yeah.
No.
7.5 million a year, Matteo sent it.
Wait, is it official?
I don't know, that's just what he said. Agreement.
We got some live reactions on the podcast, boys.
Well, I guess that is the perfect transition, everybody.
Yeah, let's go into it.
So
I feel like it's very harsh on Fonseca. Like, look, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I feel bad for Fonseca. Because he didn't have a great season, but he didn't underperform last season in any way. I predicted us, I made a prediction before the season last season, and I predicted us to finish 6th or 7th, I think. So considering that, 5th is decent.
Guys, honestly, Fonseca, when he came in, after the only thing that saved the team from being absolute chaos was Ranieri winning some games at the end of the season.
Exactly.
Because that season in the league was not great.
No.
And he came in, and at Christmas we're 4th with the entire team being injured.
I think 3rd even.
We had Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We were ahead of Atalanta. Anyways.
Yeah, we had an entire starting 11 injured, and he still managed to do that. That then fell apart after Christmas. That's another thing. It's a tale of two halves. But
the thing is also this: we've fallen apart after Christmas for the last 25, 30 years. Like
that's the Roma way.
Had
To
a
fall
good
apart
January?
at Christmas.
Can anyone remember a good January that we've had?
No, we genuinely never had a good January. Well, at least as long as I've watched Roma.
No, exactly. Me neither. So is
Rudy
that
Garcia
manager's
fell apart.
fault?
No, but let's actually do this quickly. So if we go, I'm going to start at Zeman. Zeman was actually doing okay. He was doing decently. I think we were around top 4. It's Christmas, and I think he didn't win in 10 games. Gets fired, gets replaced by Andrea Zolli. Next, Rudy Garcia comes in, wins 10 games straight. It's Christmas. Juve end up winning the title by 20 points, I think, from Christmas. Next, Rudy Garcia again. Looked to be getting it again. Looked to be handing it again. Everything falls apart at Christmas again, but he saves his job. By his 3rd season, Christmas lost him his job because the fall apart was too much that time around. Next coming in was Spalletti. He replaced him there. And then, do you know what, fair? Spalletti, I think he had a bit of a wobble, but Spalletti, I think, has had the best Christmas in the last.
True.
Where the Christmas gift for us was losing with Gerson as our right winger versus Juventus. But that was like the worst it got for us, I think, around that Christmas. So well done to Spalletti, best Christmas in the last 10 years for Roma.
Yes.
After that, Di Francesco, to be fair to say, he collapsed at Christmas is a point because I don't think he really built anything before. Like, he didn't build anything to collapse.
No, we were challenging for the title.
Were we in the beginning of the season?
Yeah, in his first season, we were challenging for the title. Then we didn't win in like
fair,
8
but
games
also
in
Christmas.
a row.
Yeah, it was Christmas again, and then. But I'm saying, first Christmas, and he never recovered from that first Christmas.
Exactly.
Right.
Second
From
Christmas
that first Christmas, he never. Yeah.
Exactly. Second Christmas, I agree.
Didn't matter.
Yeah. But yeah,
So,
exactly. So is that Fonseca's fault, or is that?
So
I'm thinking it could be the fans.
I think yes. Do you know what? For me, fire him. Yes, fire him. He had a bad Christmas. Do you know which guy you don't fire? The guy who has a good Christmas. That's when you don't fire the guy. Because he's the same shit, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I like Fonseca a lot more than the likes of Zeman and Spalletti. I don't know. Like, I think Spalletti's better, but I like Fonseca more.
Yeah, same.
But, I don't know. I think firing Fonseca now is very sad. And mark my words, he will win some kind of trophy where we'll turn around and be like, "Fuck, we fired him too early."
Exactly.
But firing him now for Allegri is the type of balls that Pallotta never showed. And it was the type of thing where it was like, just do it. Just do it. And then they're like, we'd rather get Schick because he's 21, so maybe we can sell him for profit. And then in the end, we never do anything ambitious. Whereas this is actually ambitious. Like, as sad as it is, football is ruthless. And this is the type of move you make if you want to make an impact. You want to be...
I have no doubt.
Make a statement.
Yeah, go ahead, Seba.
He will be a world-class coach. I have zero doubt in that. But I don't think he was ready for such a big transition yet with a team that was in shambles when he came and after the season. He didn't have...
It was almost an impossible...
Yeah.
Like you actually have to say he did well. For me, he should walk into another job in a top 5 league.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Like, my worry is that I don't know, I feel like Fonseca has such big potential, and if he would have stayed, like, maybe we would have been, like, he would have been a top, like, a world-class manager. I think he has potential to do it. I don't think he showed it yet.
That's
but
true,
I think he showed
do
signs.
you think he could have been better than Allegri?
No,
like that's the question.
Look, I don't think he would have been, but I think he could have been. Like, I think he showed signs of being a world-class manager, even though he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he might be a world-class manager, just hasn't shown it yet. And that's my worry. Like, will he be the new Klopp and we let him go?
Yeah.
But at the same time, as you're saying, this is an opportunity you don't get. Having the balls to do it shows a great sign. and this will show other players that okay, like with Conte to Inter last year, this will mean we'll start getting good, like really good players.
This could also be a turning point for the club where the next manager doesn't have to be, oh, he did well considering.
Yeah, exactly. And Allegri stays at the club for quite a long time usually, doesn't he? I think so.
What?
No, Milan, he was at like 2 years.
I think
years.
he was at Milan for 3 years.
Yeah, and Juve like
Ooh,
5.
In the reality of Roma, that's a long time.
Yeah, we haven't had a manager for longer than 1 season in a while.
Well, actually, Garcia did get to 2.5, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true, but that's far for that's a long time for Roma.
Very long time.
But also the thing that I've said is I think Fonseca is better at developing talent. I feel like he gives every talent. Like Allegri isn't bad at it, but I feel like Fonseca gives talent
more opportunity,
a confidence in a whole new way. Like he started an unknown Brazilian Ibanez, a guy from the 2nd division in Spain, started getting minutes and became very good. Who else? Chetin came from the Turkish divisions. He got like 2 or 3 starts versus Napoli and Milan at the start of the season. Then he realized he wasn't good enough, sure, but he still got the chances first.
No, but you know what separates
Even Bruno Perez.
But you know what
Not young, but
Fonseca from other managers for me, that he is one of the few that actually chooses his teams based on performance and training and not by name.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
He had games where he started players that others shouldn't because he saw something in training when other would have started the bigger names.
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's because a reason to that is probably that we didn't have that big names. But the thing is with Allegri, he wouldn't sign unless he has a good reason to. I think he has been promised some things.
Exactly. It's a great sign that we're getting a manager like him and that he wants to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that and they're paying him 7.5 million. Then people want to come tell me no, we won't have Dzeko and Milik because of salary. Well, we just gave all of Milik's money to Allegri because I think Fonseca was on 1 million.
One thing that I love with this as well is that Allegri has played the 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3.
He plays with what he has. He doesn't.
Exactly.
The 4-3-3 is the only way to win football matches and fuck off. It's not true.
And to be honest, I don't think money is as big of an issue as a lot of Roma fans make it out to be, because we wouldn't be rumored with big-time strikers with high salaries and high wages and signing a manager for 7.5 a year.
Yeah.
Some people make it out to seem like we are.
And I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that we're necessarily secretly rich, but I think it is. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I don't think we're rich either, but I don't think we're broke, like a lot of people think.
No, but it's not even that for me. What I think yes, we're not broke. I think we have a bit of money to play with, but I think the difference is the Friedkins have confidence in getting things like the stadium done. They have confidence in their long-term projects and their investments, which means they know in 3-4 years we'll get this money back here and there. And with that kind of confidence, investors become more confident, and you're more flexible with your finances in the present.
True. You know what this also could mean? That we might not get Smalling. I don't know what Allegri feels about Smalling, but maybe if he wants Smalling, maybe he'll go to Friedkin and be like, no, maybe not Friedkin, Pienga, and be like, fuck you, get him, pay 20 million. I don't care. I don't want drama. I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I watch football.
Do you really think
I don't care.
Allegri will do that?
Yeah.
Allegri is a straight shooter.
Really? Okay.
I don't think Allegri will come in
kind of like a
you.
pussy.
No,
you don't seem like a bit of a pussy at Juve.
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't think he will come in like, okay, fuck you, get him. I don't care what anyone says. I think he'll come in like, this is what we need to do. This is how you win games. And I think he has a kind of like status that he can do that. He can like set those standards, and he'll be like, you better go get him. And they'll be like, yeah, you're right. I'll go do it.
The fact that Fonseca's firing isn't actually that justifiable just shows that they really believe in Allegri and see something long. If this was just something that, oh yeah, it's going to be here for 1 year, they wouldn't have done it. I think.
This is also great.
So
The fact that Allegri started it by saying that he's interested in Roma's project
Yeah.
is very promising for me. Not Roma's team or just Roma. That he said project. It is a working project, and he knows that. He's not expecting to win the treble and will quit otherwise.
Exactly. The difference between last year when Conte was like, I might consider this, and then he was like, nah, they don't have the project that I like. I don't trust this project. And now Allegri, a manager of the same status, obviously not the same wideness, but I mean, he still thinks that, okay, yeah, this is a good project.
I think Allegri is better than Conte now. Hear me out. No, but hear me out really. I didn't think this when Allegri was at Juve. I mean, when Allegri had just gone to Juve and they just lost Conte, I was like, this is a step down. I think Conte is much better. But now, considering the fact that what Allegri went on to do with Juve, looking at what Juve became when he left under Sarri, and also considering that he managed to win the Scudetto with Milan.
Yeah.
And even after that, I think they were coming 11th. He managed to get them Champions League, third. Like they won 12 games straight with Balotelli and Al-Shaarawy scoring.
That Milan.
Those kinds of things, without any drama, without any crying, without it, like always a professional, he managed to do these things. For me, I'm still waiting for that from Conte. Allegri's won more Scudetto than him. And I don't know, and he's always looked more professional and easier to work with.
And let's just, Allegri managed a team. That Milan team had some of the biggest egos that football has ever seen.
Exactly. Ibrahimovic, Robinho,
Kevin Prince Boateng, Casano.
Yeah, okay. Allegri is he got Kevin Prince Boateng to work.
Yeah.
He is a world-class manager.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think he's probably, for me, he's like top 2 in the world. It's him and Klopp.
Shut up. Only if I'll agree with you if he signs for Roma. How about that?
I'm joking. Calm down, everyone. I'm joking.
No, but honestly, the best thing about this for me is that the rumor started with him. It started with him saying that he was...
Okay, so yeah, this is what's so funny to me. Like, the Hellas Verona match finishes, I'm blooming, I'm chilling like this, I'm like, oh, that sucked. Looks like we have no future as usual. And then I just open my phone and I see Allegri. Roma, we'll see. And I'm like, bro, are you trolling? Like, what do you mean we'll see? They confirmed Fonseca 2 weeks ago. And now I just see it's like, I think it's very unprofessional to confirm Fonseca and then do this. I'll just say that. The one criticism I have of this.
But did they confirm Fonseca? Did they officially confirm Fonseca? I think they said that they're not firing him. I don't think they said, like, we're going to keep Fonseca. I think they said, we're not firing him. Allegri wasn't an option back then, at the time, because he was still being monitored by PSG. And obviously, he's more interested in that because he can win a Champions League, of course. I get that. I don't have anything against that, of course. Now Allegri became available, and you're like, okay, we're gonna step up. This is not them firing Fonseca because he wasn't good enough. This is them firing Fonseca because they have a better option, they believe. I don't quite agree, but I'm very happy with this. I'm not mad at this at all.
The thing is, I'm mad if they didn't give Fonseca a heads up and explain the situation well. But if they didn't communicate in a good way and it turns out later that Fonseca feels like this came out of the blue, I will be pretty upset.
Yeah, because then it's handled the same way Pallotta handled things.
But the thing is, I think this kind of came out of the blue. I don't think this was like...
But I get what Seb is saying. Yes, it came out of the blue for everyone. But I mean, if it's one thing if they say, cheers Fonseca, and it's another thing if they say, listen, you did a fantastic job. You're still loved by the club. You're welcome here, but right now we have to say, you know what I mean? There's they handle it well, but that's also like it's also politics.
Yeah, I used to want another Benatia situation when it's unfair treatment and he got sent out unfairly.
But also like
he didn't want Bayern Munich. He wanted Roma.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
anyway,
had to settle for Bayern.
Poor guy. You got forced
So,
out. You got forced
folks
to win
like
the
him.
You got
Folks like
Champions
him.
League winning.
But yeah, anyways, like at the end of the day, I still think this is a business. Fonseca hasn't done anything to like to deserve some kind of special treatment. Like if they do this with like the thing they did with Totti and De Rossi, that was disrespectful because they were club legends. Fonseca isn't that yet. He's done a decent job. So I don't know, being rough, like it's still a business for
you
me.
should still operate with everyone. There shouldn't be oh no, they're Totti and Rossi, so we're only nice to them. Fuck everyone else. You should be professional to everyone if you want to have a good reputation.
Still like, I still think you have to like.
Yes, we shouldn't have a parade around the Olympico for Fonseca, and yes, I agree. But we don't have to be disrespectful to the guy.
No. But I don't know. I don't think it's right. I wouldn't do it like, I don't know if they have been disrespectful, but I wouldn't do it like that if I was the owner. But I still like, I won't like it, but I won't be too mad about it. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's. But maybe they operate like that.
But this is really such a. I think it's slightly irrelevant. Like.
Yeah, I won't care.
Aside from how they treat Fonseca, the focus now is Allegri. This is happening.
I think this is reason to be excited for this season, honestly.
And I would always appreciate the red card that Fonseca took for Cagliari. That moment means
yeah, I think we should talk a bit about Fonseca, like show respect to him.
Well, you know, we can do because it's agreed, but if it goes through,
when it becomes official,
we'll speak about him. Yeah. Because
yeah,
I'm tired of we've said cheers to Jaco 15 times now and he's still staying. So at this point, let's just wait.
Sure, we do that.
Yeah. But what are we thinking now? Like, I think now it's much better having Jaco stay, because I think he works better with a manager like Allegri. That isn't, for Fonseca's system, he didn't quite work, but I think Allegri is more flexible. He gives more freedom. And
I think we should honestly adjust Jaco's contract and say, you can say, but if you assault another person at this club, we are free to release you instantly.
Yeah. But didn't Allegri say that they want to work with Jaco?
I think so.
Yes. I read, I think yesterday or the day before that, or I think Matteo sent to us that. And Matteo's this kid that we know who's the oracle about Roma.
He's like our Fabrizio Romano, but way less reliable. He's like the son. He's like the son of the Roma group.
Shout out to Matteo though.
Yeah, no, big shout out. Great guy.
But yeah, he said that apparently Allegri wants Jaco.
Yeah.
So he would have. So he basically researches a lot, so he would have seen it from a newspaper or something. It's not his own nonsense.
Exactly. He did also say, Matteo, still, I've read it on Twitter as well. So the sources are quite reliable, but I can't tell them because I don't know them by the top of my head. But that Fonseca will be confirmed after the Juve game. So if Fonseca still...
Allegri.
Yeah. Allegri will be confirmed after the Juve game. So if Fonseca still manages by then, don't worry. Like, it's stupid to change the manager like a couple of days before.
I don't agree at all. I don't agree with you at all in that sense. Like, I think if you're going to change it, because it's like, if Fonseca wins this Juve, who fucking cares? It means nothing.
And plus
the agreement is there, points, but they still have things to do. It's going to take like 2 days before Allegri can officially start working for Roma, I think. I don't think they'll be able to confirm him in the next 24 hours if they wanted to. But then it's like,
is it right to have people who aren't at the club doing, like Fonseca, why is he managing Juve Roma if he's not a Roma coach anymore, mentally or in the player's mind?
I think they'll fire him after, like, either after the game or like the day after. But until then, it's...
Having Allegri at the Juve game gives a baseline for what it gives a start for him to show, like, okay, he's a try.
And the players are gonna fight. Like, for me, it's like in a Juve game, it's not a tactical thing. Like, you can put 11 guys there and say die for the fucking club. Like, They know how to play football, and that'll still be there from Fonseca.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like for me, Fonseca, there's like, oh, yeah, we're gonna be killed with this oak who's not even our manager. Let's go. Like, it's like what? It just feels so pointless and unhealthy.
And let's put it like this: it's not like Allegri came to Roma without doing his research. I mean, he knows a lot about the players and how they play. He's faced a lot of them. And
True.
Yeah, but I do think it is also different being in a changing room,
Exactly. I think it's very hard to just come in and after a day having to manage a game this big.
Oh no, but I don't care. I don't even like. Maybe we lose 3-0, but my thing is, it's 80% chance we lose anyway.
Yeah.
What are we keeping Fonseca? Because like, if Fonseca loses, we just throw. Like, if we lose with Fonseca, we wasted a whole week of preparation we could have given Allegri.
Fonseca. I mean, I don't
know. Will
know.
he care? Exactly. Why should he care that? Maybe it's because it's his
No,
last
he's
chance
very
to impress
professional.
other
He
teams.
seems very professional. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't.
Kind of a dick move. He just goes out here, beat the. I mean, play against the defending champs. If you win, it doesn't matter. If you lose, it doesn't matter. Just be you.
Look, he endured playing without a striker, without a center back, having people fired once a week, like his staff members, his sporting director. Have you heard him complain a single time except for saying like, yes, I really do need a striker. We're trying to get Smalling. Like, he hasn't come out and been like, this is fucking ridiculous, because he has all the right to say that.
Yeah.
I
would
not maybe that's a criticism then. But maybe that's a criticism. Maybe at a certain point you do need to say, oh, sort your shit out.
Yeah, no. But if this was Conte, he would have been.
Yes, but
like
they're
3 months.
But there is also a difference between doing it like in a complaining manner to the media and having like a meeting or.
Like, oh, poor us! They treat us so badly. Like,
no,
shut up.
But that's what I mean. Like, I think Fonseca is professional in that way, because an unprofessional manager like Conte, like Mourinho, like there are many examples. They would have been like, give me the players or I quit. Fonseca could have done that. I would have blamed him, but like I would have understood it. I probably would have.
Maybe he should, to a degree, say, I cannot continue this job without the striker.
I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying he's very professional. Sorry, so therefore, I don't think he's going to be like, okay, good luck. I'm not going to be here, so I don't care. I think he's going to do his best. It would also harm his reputation as a professional, because I think he's trying to build like a reputation as a professional. He's still a young manager. I don't see why he would just leave the players out there.
This I'm going to prove you wrong thing that he could do also.
Exactly. Like.
No, okay, I accept that, and I'm just saying, for example, like I don't believe Fonseca will just say fuck you guys and sabotage us, but it's just either way, it's pointless,
Yeah.
To have him as coach.
I think it's very.
He's not going to be our coach.
It's a very hard.
If there's a chance that, but I'm saying if there's a chance, like if we beat Juve 2-0, he keeps his job. Okay, I understand. That's also annoying, but I understand giving him the game. But if Allegri's agreed and you're going to fire him regardless, just fire him now.
Yeah.
I don't care if Allegri has to wait. Well, Allegri has to wait 2 days. What? You can't just make him put a hat on and let him coach.
But that's the thing. Like maybe Allegri won't be done until like 5 days. Like maybe they haven't agreed bonuses. They haven't done all the paperwork. Maybe they're focusing on getting Milik. I don't know, another striker. Like I don't know if they can get it done in time either. So
Allegri plays a 3-5-2 as well, right? Just saying.
He did at Juve.
He can.
Interesting.
Yeah, like he has played a lot of formations. I don't think he's. I don't think
Milik
he has a
and
formation.
Dzeko are both strikers.
Huh?
And the 3-5-2 has 2 strikers in it.
Wait, what did you say?
Milik and Dzeko are both strikers, just saying. Yes. And the 3-5-2 has 2 strikers, just saying.
Yeah.
Dzeko isn't a striker though. He's an inverted winger.
Please.
He's an inverted false 9 winger. I'm just gonna check Juventus formation. What year? 2017 maybe? I need to see what striker.
2015. I think that was Llorente Tevez.
Yeah, but didn't he quit Juve in 2019?
No, he got fired at the. Yeah.
He played Dybala and Mandzukic together.
Yeah. And if you play Dybala striker, Zaniolo striker.
Wait, did I say Dybala Mandzukic?
Yeah.
I meant Morata Mandzukic with Dybala in behind.
Dybala behind them, yeah.
But he also played he also played Dybala striker. But I mean, like, Morata is a Dzeko type striker. Mandzukic, they're both like Dzeko Miller type strikers. Not quite, but like they could be the same roles, and that works.
Well, I don't know. The one thing is Mandzukic works fucking hard.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's the same, but I think he can make two strikers like that work. Obviously, he's not going to find an exact copy of Mandzukic and an exact copy of Morata. I don't think they quite exist, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, perhaps it works because Mandzukic runs so much.
Maybe.
As
it's
opposed
possible.
to two guys waiting for the same chances and the same passes.
If they're going to be two strikers standing around, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Should we look at someone else than Milik then?
You're right.
I don't know.
Honestly, Jovic.
Depay would be
Depay.
the dream, but I don't want to get my hopes up on Jovic right now.
Moist.
Because
I mean, if you think about it, the Jovic rumors started when at the same time as Allegri started becoming a thing.
It's not the time.
Yeah, but I just think if we get Jovic, it will be the most insane deal, like in terms of finances, periods,
both
loans. It'll be the most ridiculous deal in Roma history.
Both him and Kumbula.
It'll be like 5-year loan for 20 million. 5-year. It will be like a 2-year loan with 10 mil per season, and after that 3 years, 20 million per year, and in like 7 years, first option on Zaniolo. It'll be a mad thing like that.
Yeah.
And a buyback for 80 or something.
And 4 players as well.
Huh?
4 Primavera players as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But if we think about it, like Jovic would be that type of striker because he runs a lot. I think
he does.
He's that type of.
Jovic, I feel, can just do almost he can do anything you ask him to do.
Yeah. I think it would work well. But do we think that Milik and Dzeko could work, or are we saying that?
I don't think so.
I don't see why it can't work, to be honest. Like, I feel like when you're that good, you'll find a way to make things tick. I think Pellegrini.
That's my worry.
The one thing about it is it's a pity there's not more pace.
Yeah, exactly. Like my worry is you have no one that runs. The guy that runs is Spinazzola, the wing back. That's the only guy that can run in that whole attack. Is that?
He's probably the fastest player on the team.
Yeah, probably. The only team I can think of that made that work is Burnley with Wood and.
No, Atletico is slow too.
Huh?
Atletico is slow too.
Atletico, really?
I mean, they also play like a flat 4-4-2 with not that fast wingers. They play Koke at winger.
Yeah, no, but they still have Diego Costa, who is like he is still someone that works hard, kind of. He's not fast, but he's still like, he runs more than Dzeko or Milik. Morata too.
If we get Arias, we have probably the most. We probably have the best wing back duo.
He's good.
I've
never seen him really.
He's pretty good, yeah. He's
better than what we have.
He's an upgrade.
Okay.
Better than Bruno Perez.
Not a better shot, but no.
Honestly, can anyone else than Fonseca get anything out of Bruno Perez? Do we really think that Allegri could make Bruno Perez as good as he was?
I mean, if we say like this, Allegri managed to get things out of Lichtsteiner.
That is true. Yeah, maybe he can work. So what are we saying about centre backs then?
Smalling or Todibo, I'm fine with both.
My thing with Todibo is he's like for the future. Yeah. Allegri feels more like he can build for the future, but it feels more like we should. Like we could do more in the present now.
You know, Allegri is very balanced when it comes to building teams.
No, but like if we get Todibo, that's 100% focus on the future because we already have the young centre backs. We don't need a young centre back
How old
per
is
se.
Todibo? 22 or what?
Wait, I'll check.
He is very good.
But Todibo would make more sense if we had a manager like Fonseca, and then we focus 100% on the future. We like almost don't care about
why
this season.
Allegri isn't gonna die.
No, I mean,
No, I
he's
know.
a great
If
young.
Allegri
He doesn't have to retire. He's like fine.
No, I know, but if he does well, he's gonna leave for a better team.
But I don't think so. I don't think so because he's in a position where it's like he doesn't have to prove himself to the world. Everyone knows
He
what
was
Allegri
20,
is.
by the way.
If he's 20,
Yeah.
if he's accepted to come to Roma, like why doesn't he just wait another year then and just take a bigger job then? It's like he's that like clearly he's taking Roma because he's interested.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Every time
It's not like Nagelsmann, who but then Real Madrid, you know, or something
No,
like
like
that.
I'm not saying it's. I don't know. I feel like now with a player like or a coach like Allegri, we actually have a shot at doing well this season. I don't think we did with Fonseca. I think Allegri is better for us currently. So then maybe it's better to get someone like Smalling and maybe another starter because we don't
I do
need.
agree with that, but it's like why
We
won't
don't need
Allegri
more-
be able?
I would.
But I'm saying why won't Todibo be good? I'm saying I don't understand. Yes, we should get Smalling preferably for Allegri,
Yeah.
but I don't see why we should only get Todibo if we have Fonseca. For me, it's like
I'm not saying that we shouldn't get
Smalling's
Todibo.
first
I'm
choice
just saying
and
that.
Todibo is second choice. That's what it should be in my opinion.
Yeah, no, exactly. If we're gonna get Todibo, we should also get Smalling or someone good and experienced. I don't think Todibo is.
You want Todibo, Kumbula, Ibanez, Mancini, and Smalling, and Cristante.
And Itzo.
No, but that's like. I would rather take a starter right now. I don't think Todibo is quite a starter. He didn't. I don't think he was a starter at Schalke.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Regardless of manager, Smalling is first choice, Todibo second choice. Because it doesn't make a difference if it's Allegri or Fonseca, I think. Smalling is the better option for our team, and Todibo is the second best option for our team. He doesn't have the experience.
Okay.
Like either way, Smalling is better than for Fonseca because it gives him a stable leader in defense, and he's better for Allegri because he's better to win now. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Todibo only started 4 games when he was on loan at Schalke this season. He was injured. Oh, I think he was. He had a long injury. Oh no, he came in January on loan.
Oh, so I thought we already had the ACL thing out of the way, so we're good to go.
Okay, so 4 games since January. Okay, then he was basically a starter, I think. Like he played a total of 8 games, and he won't have come in and started from the start. So maybe he like worked his way into becoming a starter. But okay, then I'm happy. Yeah, I don't know. I think we definitely need another starting center back. That's all.
I like for me, Cristante made me feel like we don't, because I'm certain Kumbula will just be better than him.
Yeah.
And he was possible, and also Ibanez, I don't know. He just looks like Smalling.
We can't not.
Like, he looks like on the level defensively. Just needs to not make mistakes.
But that's the thing. Like, my worry is still that we have too young of a backline. That when like something goes against us or like we have a bad game, there isn't anyone to like bring them up. Especially if we have Paul Lopez in goal. If we have Mirante,
but that's why we should have Juan Jesus.
We have Mancini. You're gonna give him.
But Mancini doesn't have the experience. He can scream at them, but
Juan Jesus is the master of bouncing back from mistakes. He'll be smiling after that guy's career.
He's had a lot of practice, yeah. Yeah, no, but I don't know. I think we need someone in that back line that can just be like, come on now, guys.
Solid.
We've got it.
Yeah, a leader. A leader.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like
Do you not
Mancini
think
is a
Mancini-
leader, but he doesn't have the experience, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I think he might also be affected by the team playing badly. Someone like Smalling, maybe he will still be affected, but not to the same level. Maybe he can like overcome it. I think Mancini has a harder time right now. In 2 years, I think Mancini will be perfect leader. He's a great leader, but you know what I'm saying.
Are
He
you
just
saying that
lacks.
because you think so, or are you just saying what I want to hear?
Huh?
Are you saying that because you think that, or do
No,
you want me to be
I
said?
actually think that. I fully think he should be the captain versus Juve.
Yeah.
I think he should be our captain because I think unless we get someone else in.
Mancini,
Why is
Miranda.
Pellegrini out?
Mancini with a capital C.
I love
Is Pellegrini out?
I love Pellegrini, but
Is Leader
not a bit of
Greeny
leader,
out?
Huh?
Leader Greeny.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's stupid to talk about the Juve game because we don't even know who the manager is going to be.
We don't know.
No, but I just want to say, listen, Roma fans, Juve game, 80% chance we lose. Anything else is a nice gift from God.
At the start of the season, we said that this is a game we're expected to, well, like not expected to win, but this is going to be like the highest percentage of us winning in a long time versus Juve. But that's not the case anymore. Juve had
the state of things now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Juve looked good versus Samp. They weren't great, dominant, but they were good enough, definitely. And
But if you're telling me that we won't have midfield control when they start McKennie, Ramsey, and Rabiot, I don't know.
No, but did you watch the Samp game?
It's like first.
Only McKennie was amazing.
Rabiot too. He was insane.
That's
Like the way he controls
game thing.
Like he can keep the ball so well, and he's not great defensively, but he's good enough defense. I don't think they have a better midfield, but if they control the midfield, I get it.
Any predictions?
Take it easy.
Yeah, I think we should just do predictions, but these might be completely inaccurate because we don't know what's happening. But I'm gonna say I'm optimistic, so I'm gonna say 1-1.
I think if we could hold on to 0-0.
2-0 Juve for me.
Yeah, that's fair also. I don't know about 0-0. I feel like someone will.
I think they'll score in the first half, and then we'll push, and then they'll score again on the 88th or whatever.
That's fair. I'm just happy if Spinazzola has a good game because I have him on Fantacalcio. So
that would just be. It'll just be. I just want to read all the Juve fans. Oh my fucking god! I can't believe we sold Spinazzola for fucking Alexandro. I just love how they cry like that. It's so funny.
I would be so happy if Jacob scores a hat trick and then leaves the day after. Because that would be his first Serie A hat trick, and then he just scores a hat trick and dips and like.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's much else to say. Unfortunately,
no, we don't know anything.
The way things are going at the moment, there's so many questions left to be answered that
we don't know who our striker is going to be.
Like, we don't know who our manager's going to be.
We don't know if we have. I read that
Kumbula
is starting.
Huh? And yeah, Kumbula will start, I think.
Yeah.
And same article said Jaco is captain.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So for me, the thing is, I think even with Allegri coming, it opens up a whole new set of questions because we don't know if he's happy with the team the way Fonseca was.
Yeah, exactly. I think
maybe
it's too
he
much.
Wants Torreira or something. Who knows? And he doesn't want.
Maybe he hates Veretout or Diawara. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe he doesn't like. So it's.
Hopefully we can answer these questions next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. But yeah. Bit of an unclear episode because we don't know too much, but yeah, it was a good one still, I think.
The show must go on.
Exactly. Check the links in the description for our Twitters and my Instagram. I don't know what else is there to say. Not much.
No, I think that's all good.
Forza Roma. Fuck you, Jaco.
Roma,
Fuck you, Longo.
Always wanted Milik for the record, by the way. World class.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Oh, bye, guys.